Hi everybody. I thought that we would build on our day to night picture and create something I call an enchanted landscape, playing around with colors, alternate colors, and maybe a couple of filters. It's pretty easy. Um, so what you probably want to start off doing first is clicking it, on your day image, not the mask, but just the day image icon over here in your layer palette. And then basically you can just go up here and go to image adjustments and play around. There's two things. You can do color balance and sort of play around with these levels and sort of kind of alter the color a little bit. If you don't like that, you can also go up to image adjustments and also play around with hue and saturation. And this actually changes the actual color. So that's what hue means. It means color. So it actually shifts the color, completely different. And then you can also play around with the intensity, making it really bright, and then also the lightness and darkness of it as well. So I'm going to leave that. And then you would do the same thing on the other layer. So I'm going to go to my night layer and try the same thing. So again, I think I'm just going to go to image adjustments. I think I'll try hue and saturation this time. Mm -hmm. Okay, I'm going to try, let's see, I'm going to go to color balance. Try that instead. So again, it's, just about playing around with the image as well. So I think I'm going to do green because red and green are complementary colors. So hit OK. And then you would do kind of the same thing. Now I can maybe add a filter. So I'm still in my night layer. So I can go up to filter, and there are plenty to choose from. Go to filter gallery. Now with this, you want to make sure that, sorry about that, I got cut off. So I know you can't see it right now, but it's because my screen thing isn't long enough or big enough, but I'll switch it back. You would go up to filter, so hopefully you've already done that. Filter gallery, and then it brings up these different filters. Now here you have to minimize it because right now it's blowing up the picture in the thumbnail. So to see what it actually does, just hit your little minimize button so that you can see the picture. Now, just be wary, this isn't the whole picture, it's just that masked part that's going to show up like that. So again, you can kind of experiment with different filters. And filters usually create kind of an interesting texture. There's also brush strokes, which you can experiment with. There's distort, sketch, all of these, texture. So, take some time and find one that you like. Let's see. So they're kind of fun to try out. And then when you do click on a filter, you can go over here into your little palette and maybe exaggerate the effect. So you might be able to exaggerate, like this is stroke and spray radius, and maybe intensify the filter. It really sort of depends on what it is. So take some time to do that too. So when you click on one of the filters, see if you can move these sliders around to change the effect. And there's a lot to choose from. So I'm going to pause it and then I'll decide on one and get back to you guys. Alright guys, so what I ended up deciding to do with my filter is, filter gallery, and I selected this filter. It's under sketch and it's called water paper. So I'm going to select OK, because I really like this sort of red and green. I think it looks very surreal. And again, take some time going through and seeing what they look like. And then you can go to the other side of the picture as well and do the same thing. Here, let me move this so y'all can see. So filter gallery, and then, experiment with different filters. I'm gonna have to move this down. Hold on, so you can see. And then remember, you have to minimize so you can actually see. Now remember, it's a layer, so it's not showing the mask. It's the mask part isn't showing up. So, and you can try different ones. Just hit OK. And then if you don't like it, you can hit edit, step backwards, and try a different one. So I'm going to experiment as well, and I'm going to pause it, and I'll let you see the final outcome. All right, so the filter I decided on was, I'll show you filter gallery, and then I did this fresco one. And then I hit OK. And basically, it just kind of gave it more texture. And basically, that's it. So it's just kind of a fun way to play with filters and color and but not making a hokey image. I mean, to me, this looks very fairy tale-ish and surreal. So have some fun with this. When you're finished, you'll resize it and print it out just like I showed you the other day. So you'll have two versions of this picture. You'll have your day to night picture as well as this enchanted landscape version as well. All right, thanks for listening. I forgot one thing. You can also make more than one version. So if you're really enjoying like using the filters and creating different variations, um, this is another one I did as well. So you don't have to just make one. You can do a few. All you have to do is just like when you make one of these is just save it and then rename it and then just name it something different. So like I have two versions now of this. So anyway, enjoy, have fun, play around, and then we'll print out the best one that you come up with.